Brainstormkid Reading Senior Chemistry Project Atomic Theory. Democritus, a philosopher in ancient Greece, began the research for a description of matter. He questioned whether matter could be divided into smaller and smaller pieces forever, until eventually the smallest possible piece would be obtained. He believed that the smallest possible piece of matter was indivisible, and he named the smallest piece of matter atomos, meaning not to be cut. To Democritus, atoms were small, hard particles that were all made of the same material, but were formed in different shapes and sizes. In ancient Greece, the popular philosopher Aristotle declared that all matter was made of only 4 elements: fire, air, water, and earth. He also believed that matter had just 4 properties: hot, cold, dry, and wet. Aristotle had a lot of influence over the public at this time, so his ideas were generally accepted for centuries. As you already know, this was the death of chemistry. In the early 1800s, the English chemist John Dalton performed a number of experiments that eventually led to the acceptance of an idea of atoms. He formulated the first atomic theory since the death of chemistry that occurred during the prior 2,000 years. Dalton theorized that all matter is made of atoms and that atoms are too small to see, uncuttable, and indestructible. He also theorized that all atoms of a given element are exactly alike, and atoms of different elements are different. In 1897, the English scientist named J.J. Thomson provided the first hint that an atom is made of an even smaller particles. He discovered the presence of a negative particle in the atom, the electron. You already know within an atom, we have a nucleus. Within nucleus, there are positively charged proton and neutron. Outside of this nucleus, there are electrons. Well, this is the guy who discovered electron. He proposed a model of an atom that is sometimes called the plum pudding model. His theory was that atoms are made from a positively charged substance with negatively charged electrons scattered about, like raisins in a pudding or chocolate chips in a cookie. In 1908, the New Zealand-born physicist Ernest Rutherford performed an experiment using positively charged particles fired at gold foil. Through his experiment, he proved that the atoms are not a pudding filled with a positively charged material. He theorized that atoms have a small, dense, positively charged center, which he called the nucleus. He said the nucleus is a teeny tiny compared to the atom because the atom is mostly open space. He concluded that the negatively charged particles are scattered outside the nucleus at a distance. In 1913, the Danish scientist Niels Bohr proposed an improvement to the atomic model. He built on the concept that the mass of an atom is contained mostly in the nucleus. He also theorized that electrons move in definite orbits around the nucleus, much like planets circle the sun, like a solar system. In his model, these orbits or energy levels are located at a certain distance from the nucleus.